bit of talking in that last one, but
Yeah.
One Nation, the Groove by Funkadelic. Yeah, I felt so much a part of the crew because I could do the dance back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe we can do Facebook Live and you can show us.
Yeah.
Guess not then. Guess not.
Okay. Maybe.
Okay. So you know what? Countryman has asked a question.
Oh my God.
And you know what? His question is quite, I don't know if it's personal or funny. He's asked, why aren't you married yet?
Oh my gosh. Countryman. He's just so mixed up. The reason I'm not married,
Yeah.
is because I always said to Countryman, when he does it, then
Okay.
I'll do it straight afterwards, yeah? But
Oh.
he can't get married himself.
Oh, right.
So that's it. I think Countryman is infatuated with marriage, yeah? Many years ago, whilst I was doing another radio station in Birmingham,
Yeah.
I went to Jamaica for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And anybody that knows the radio station in Birmingham I'll be on, he used to do the early morning show and I'd do the middle morning show. So basically, when I was in Jamaica, he went and told all my listeners, because he covered for me, that I've gone to Jamaica to get married to a Jamaican woman and I'm bringing her back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when I come back from holiday and then everybody's saying, oh Mikey, congratulations, you get married, but you never tell me, big man, are you having a celebration in England? I'm like, huh? What are you on about? And then I got to find out the Countryman had been spreading bad rumours on me again. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but he's infatuated with marriage. I think he should get married. If he gets married, I'll consider it. That's so that you can tell him, not from me.
Right, okay. We also have another question, and it's from Fergie.
Fergie.
He has said, why have you grown your locks so long?
So long?
Yeah.
What do you mean, so long?
As in the length of them.
Oh, the length of them. Well, I can't really help the length of my locks, you know what I mean? But I'm glad that they've stopped growing because they've been right down to the ground. I used to have a friend in Leicester, Barber, rest in peace, and his locks touched the ground, literally, you know what I mean? That's how long they were. Probably didn't have as many locks as I have, but his locks touched the ground. So my locks hasn't grown much in the last few years. Maybe at the front of my head.
Yeah.
I've got new hair growing all the time and some little locks growing at the front, but definitely not at the back. I haven't, no, it hasn't grown for a long time, man. So it's been a while though, you know what I mean?
Still quite long though, gotta be honest.
Yeah, it's long, but it's been a long time since I've been growing my natty, so, you know.
Okay, so I understand you were 18 years old when you started growing them.
Yeah, I was 18 when I started to grow my natty. I mean, I went from having afro to having locks, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think a lot of my family, my cousins were Rasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially my cousins in Birmingham and London. They were all Rasta. I was always fascinated with Rasta.
Okay.
Ever since about 76, when I was about 12, and we had a Bob Marley album.
Yeah.
The first one that I remember was called Rastaman Vibration, which I heard you play that track today, earlier on. And I was so fascinated because back in the day, Bob Marley, if you bought a Bob Marley album back in the day, all the lyrics to his songs were inside the album sleeve, so you could learn the lyrics to every song. And I used to listen to the lyrics, Crazy Ballads. What was that song all about? War, about what was going on in South Africa and Africa 95 around that club. And then during that same period, we did all the other promotions at different venues and stuff in Coventry. Clubs like the West Indian Centre, we did dances there. Busters, a nightclub in town, we used to do some stuff there. Vine Street, which was a community place in Hillfields in Coventry, a very popular place. We did a lot of stuff there. Hillfields Happening, which used to happen in the summertime outside the flats in Hillfields. So, you know, I did quite a lot of promotions under Good Times back in the day.
Okay. So, I understand that you set something up one time and your DJs didn't turn up. So, what happened there?
Okay, so this was a little bit later, and this is probably about 96 times,
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot of different promotions, and I basically did a place in town called Excel's Wine Bar, which is on Hale Street in town centre. I think they call it. It's next door to where Clique is, or you know. Anyway, So basically, I did a night there. We did about 3 nights. Junior Brown can tell you this because his sound, Black Heritage with Mince, they used to play there. Shaka Zulu used to play there. We used to have some out-of-town DJs used to play there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically, we started a Sunday night rave.
Okay.
And the DJs that I booked for this Sunday night, it didn't turn up.
Wow, all of them?
All of them. I had 2 sets of DJs and they didn't turn up. Well, they were all coming from the same place, so
yeah.
And they didn't turn up. So I was stuck. Early people were there already.
Yeah.
And people were coming. I know the feedback I was getting. So we was in a catch-22 situation. So I went home.
Yeah.
And got my old records that I had.
Okay.
Yeah, out of the record case. I got all my CDs that I had as well.
Yeah.
And I did the night myself.
Wow.
And I wasn't great, but I wasn't bad either. You know what I mean? So I did the night, and then at the end of the night, people kept coming up to me and saying that they had a good night, they enjoyed the music, they enjoyed the vibes, and that's how Mikey Dee as a DJ started. Wow.
So when you were playing and you were going through the night, what was your initial thoughts?
Well, I wasn't talking much on the mic because I was kind of afraid of the mic, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just playing songs that I liked.
Okay.
You know what I mean, at that particular time, and songs that I thought people would like as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I just went with the flow, and people were dancing, and they were getting into it. So, and the greatest thing about it, because the Sunday night, it wasn't a modern. It was like an old school kind of night.
Okay.
So I was playing old reggae, I was playing some old soul, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it went down just right because
Sunday
night juggling. You know what I mean? So it was okay. Had it been like on a midweek when it was like more up-to-date music, and I didn't really have all that up-to-date music at the time, I would have found myself in the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm glad it was a Sunday and I could just play some oldies.
Wow. Do you remember the first track you played? Or was that?
I don't remember the first track I played, but I can definitely remember the last track that I played.
Okay.
Because I played Louisa Marks' Caught You in a Lie.
Okay.
Right, the 12-inch 45 version on vinyl.
Yeah.
And I remember playing that, and the ladies love that song there. You you know the song, right?
Yeah.
So and the ladies start singing out, and man, I wall on to woman and have a little one dance, and and I just remember that it went down so well at the end of the night. So yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
It was cool.
So like with your music now, I know you're one of the most eclectic DJs, I would say. Play different selection, different vibes. But what do you like personally? So not the crowd now, but what's your music that if you were upset, you're happy, whatever, what would you play?
You know what? Music is... I got music for different times, different occasions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love reggae music, but at the same time, I love soul music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like some pop music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, sometimes when you ask people about their childhood and growing up, and the music they used to like, they tell you that they weren't into this. They tell you that they never used to do this because they want to be cool, right? But I don't mind admitting that the first song that I ever bought was by Queen.
That's okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody, right? That was the first song I bought from Woolworths back in 1975. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just one of them from back in the day. That's and as I said, my mum used to like all kind of music. So as I said, I got my influence from her. But I like garage music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started to play garage back in the 90s.
Okay.
And I was fortunate to travel because of that music. So